skin fade marinate. We got tossed up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Steal! Check steal! Check cut!
Robinson with another carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You look at this Packers defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times?
Okay,
if
ready?
so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge.
Edo blue.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start by running the option to the right. Down the right sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark, and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
You look at this Packers defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Ready.
Ritter now.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's taken to the 26. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
They're on 37-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Duggan looking to throw.
It's caught. Mitchell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Duggan now to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. And they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On now is the Packers punter.
Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Ultra.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Second and 10. Ritter back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
Back to throw, Ritter. The 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here we go.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Ready?
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Mitchell now off the option.
And he'll find some room to get this out to about the 14. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
To throw is Duggan.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Duggan to throw.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Duggan on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Duggan. The short throw to Musgrave.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing, Duggan.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Duggan will look to throw this.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dugan.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ready.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ridder. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Ready, set.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ready.
Ridder will set up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Duggan. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 20, here's second down and 1.
43 rail. Set.
Ritter off the play fake.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Six. Mega. Set.
Ritter to throw it. To Jefferson on the slant.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happened.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Desmond Ritter, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
On third down, Dugan. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but
brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Going play action. Ritter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stretch, stretch. Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
A give left side to Robinson. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
3rd
Here we
quarter,
go.
all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
Here's Ritter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
On the ready.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Hut, hut. Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Set.
Ritter with it after the play fake. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ultra. Go ultra. Set.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
On the double.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Black shot. Hut.
Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Strike. Check strike. Ready?
Patterson.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Red. Cycle. 5. 97. Ready?
Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hut.
Robinson again.
And he gets in. Touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nixon now from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Dugan. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Duggan.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Back to throw. Dugan. Flush to his right. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We're now 2nd and 10 from the 13. Handoff from Mitchell running left. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Arnold Ebiketie in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Second down, goal to go. Mitchell will score. Touchdown, Packers.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This is first and 10. Now Ritter. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now.
Drill grease.
Here's Ritter. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here we go.
Clock at 30 seconds. Second and 10. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up now on second down.
Claws red. Hut, hut.
Ritter. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Check smack. Ready, ready.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on a chip shot. And the Falcons are going to win the game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Atlanta, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.